good morning, or afternoon, evening, night, whatever time it is that you're tuned in to this day 2 30-day VIP challenge video. Of course, you got the one and only, your instructors, Mr.
and Mrs. Smith.
Still bringing it to you in this credit challenge. This is day 2. We just really like to provide this as a walkthrough, give you, a hand-holding experience so you can understand what you have, what to do with it, ask questions. That's really what this is all about. And then gain an understanding on what you actually have access to. You only know a piece of what you have access to. You really got access to a whole personal financial success membership. But let's talk about the credit. On this site right here where we are, this should be what you see when you're about to log in. If this is your first time logging in, your website will be whatever username you set up, .myecon.net. If you look up here in this domain bar, you'll see mine is marcussmith.myecon.net. So if you use your first and last name, it'll look similar. If you use another name, it'll say whatever you put, .myecon.net. And upon getting enrolled, you should have received a temporary password. It's a 4-digit number. So all you need to get logged in is your website. You'll click directly on your website, and you'll need your 4-digit number. So let's talk about, or let's show you how you log in. So you'll hit log in this upper right-hand corner. It looks a little different if you're on the mobile device, but it still pretty much functions the same. And I guess I'm already logged in. I'm going to log out just so you can see the login process. You'll come to a screen like this, and you'll select My Econ Associate, because since you gained access to the My Credit system, you are considered a My Econ Associate. So you'll come here, and as the username, you'll type in exactly what's in front of the .myecon.net, whatever is in front of it. You don't have to type in the full thing. So for me, that's just Marcus Smith, M-A-R-C-U-S-S-M-I-T-H. And then the 4-digit password is what you'll type in if this is your first time logging in. This isn't my first time logging in. I've already reset up my password. And let's just say this is your first time logging in. The minute you sign in with that 4-digit password, it'll automatically prompt you to reset it to whatever you want it to be. It does not have to be 4 digits. It can be anything you want it to be. I recommend using something that you're familiar with so you don't forget it. The last thing you want to do is not be able to get access. But if you can't get access, no biggie, we can call corporate. You can call corporate and get it handled. But once you log in, this is where it'll take you. It'll take you right here, boom, to the Business Management Center. And there's a ton of things that come with your membership that you got access to. But we want to talk about these today. What we want to talk about is right here, this My Credit system. So we'll click on the My Credit system so you can see everything that we have for you today. Real short and sweet, because this is really designed for you to be able to do it yourself. Go through the process yourself. We just want to go the extra mile and give you some guidance, answer any questions along your credit journey. Now you see there are 3 other tabs. These tabs are basically presentations and talking points for the person who says that they want to be an affiliate, the person that says they want to empower other people and teach what they're learning about credit. If you want to dive into those things, we can assist you, but these really get you where you need to be in understanding credit and how to deliver the message to other people. For now, let's go ahead and just click on the My Credit system. And yesterday, you want to talk to them about what we went over yesterday?
Yes. So yesterday, you guys, we did the introduction, okay, which as you can see is only 3 minutes. Then we get into the 750 credit plan. So let's go ahead and open that up. And this is where you're going to see all of the different modules, okay? Yesterday we did module 1, which was just an introduction to the 750 credit plan. Hopefully you also looked at those documents, you guys. The videos were really short. It shouldn't have took you more than the 12 minutes and 57 seconds that it states on the side here and on the bottom. After you watch the videos, there were documents here, the Fair Credit Reporting Act, as well as the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, okay? You need to know the difference between the two. You need to know that one protects your rights and one is actually a guide for the debt collectors to make sure they know the law, you guys. That's what we're going to call this, the law, because you got to know how you're protected. You have to know your rights as it pertains to bettering your credit. So hopefully you reviewed those documents. That may have took you an extra maybe 15, 20, 30 minutes to do that. Then we talked about, or the video talked about, how credit scores are calculated. So, as you know about the 5 different factors, the payment history, utilization, length of credit history, new credit mix, new credit and credit mix. Those 5 factors, again, were listed in that video. And then look, you had a couple of other brochures. You had the credit scoring brochure, as well as understanding your FICO scores, where you should have discovered that there's actually a couple of different ways that the FICO scores are actually calculated. So it's different when you have a mortgage compared to when you have a car. So we're going to actually get into the next lesson, okay? Today, for day 2, we're going to go over module 2. Very first thing we need you guys to do when you get settled is request a free copy of your credit report. There's a quick 7-minute video showing you how to do it, explaining to you why you need to do it, and we even give you a link here to annualcreditreport.com. With annualcreditreport.com, you get 1 free copy of your credit report per year. So if you've recently received a report, if you've pulled your credit report within the last 365 days, then you actually have to pay for a credit report. There are some other companies out there where you can actually get your report, but again, there is a small fee to do so. You do get 1 free one through annualcreditreport.com.
Yep, and it's 1 free per 365 days. So, for example, if you were to go ahead and claim your free credit report today, then you wouldn't be able to get another one until this time in 2020. So understanding that. And for whatever reason, not sure what the stipulations are, if you are disputing things on your report based on the annualcreditreport.com that you get, the free one, it's actually a 40-day window that they have, a 45-day window that they have in order to respond. Typically it's 30, but for whatever reason, you get 45, they get 45 days. No biggie, you're still going to carry out the mission in disputing items, bettering your credit, the whole 9. Don't let that limit you. We just kind of want to put you up on game before you find out later and realize, oh, it was 45 days on this one is because of the free annualcreditreport.com. That being said, the download that comes along with this is the free credit reports brochure. As you can read, each of the nationwide credit bureaus, Equifax, Experian, TransUnion, must provide you with a free copy of your credit report at your request once every 12 months. This brochure explains how and why to get yours.
And just to add on to the brochure, you guys, the reason why this is here is because when you're requesting your free credit report, there are some questions that you have to answer. I'm sure some of you guys are familiar with the type of questions that they're going to ask you about old addresses and vehicles that you've owned. If you get any of those questions incorrect, you may not gain access to your credit report. So you can use this brochure where you can actually manually request the copy of your credit report. You know how it is. Sometimes you're moving around, you don't remember old addresses and things of that nature. So if that was to happen, this is where the brochure kicks in. If you get in fine, no big deal, but still take a look at the brochure, okay? It's very, very important and a lot of good information in there.
Yep, got to prove that you are you. And this is beneficial to you because as it relates to disputes, sometimes it may have some information that is not you or not pertaining to you, and it's a good way to boost your credit score. So that being said, let's talk about module 2B. And of course, these are things you'll go through yourself. It really doesn't take you that long to do it. Literally, you can get this done in about 12 minutes, overview some of the documents, and go move at your own pace. This whole system can be done at your own pace. I want to reiterate, you don't have to wait for us to do it day by day. We just want to do this so you can see that we're available, so you can see that we're here to assist you as we said we would, so you can see that we're ready and willing to answer your questions. And it probably won't be a lot of questions just yet because it's still on the front end, but you know, as you dive deeper into the modules and you start taking some action, you might have questions. We think it's pretty self-explanatory, but you might have some questions. But follow along this 30-day challenge because you'll your eyes will be open to so many more things that you can do. In addition to having a good credit score, we want you to also have personal financial success. So in Module 2B, it's just basically talking about how to get credit monitoring and credit scores. We actually have a credit monitoring system here called the 750 Credit Monitoring. As you can see the link down below, and you can access it for little or nothing. The video go over the details. There are several others that exist. We told you to get access to your free Credit Karma account on day 1 of the 5-day credit challenge. So if you access that, then you can use that, but just keep in mind that they use the Vantage score, not the FICO score, but it still is enough for you to at least judge if your score is growing. So it works for the sake of your credit journey. And it only reports 2 of the credit bureaus, not all 3. So that's the sacrifice that you make. However, the 750 Credit Monitoring will give you what you need. There are also others like Credit Sesame, and the list goes on. So take your pick.
Yes, and let me tell you something about the Vantage scores as well, you guys. When you're looking at your Vantage score, there could be a big difference in points, okay? You may notice a drastic difference, anywhere from 20, 30 plus points. Because you're only dealing with your Vantage scores opposed to your FICO scores. So once you get to pulling those reports and you at least just start the process, later on you can go to myfico.com and actually get your FICO scores.
Yep, and that will cost you. Just like we mentioned earlier in the challenge, myfico.com will give you what you need. And FICO is the score. We'll reiterate this from time to time, but FICO is the score that most companies use. However, the Vantage score is just a guide, but like she said, it may vary 20 to 30 points, but enough for you to at least scale, are you progressing? Because it's still calculated using the 5 factors that we've gone over. So dive into the training. As you can see, the duration of this is 12 minutes, 17 seconds, and literally you can keep going, and you don't have to just stay here and wait for us to guide you through the process, because you want to dive in and fix your credit as soon as possible. But don't feel as though just because it's easy to consume that you just want to stop tuning in to the 30-day credit challenge, because I promise you we got some good stuff on the way that really can benefit you overall financially. Credit is one piece to your financial success, but we want you wealthy. We want you to have financial success to where you're able to set the time you're able to retire, not necessarily wait on that time to come. But we're going to focus a lot on credit just so you can understand what you have and how to boost your credit, because we're looking forward to all of those testimonies. But consume all of this content, and this is where you'll actually post any questions that you have along this journey. You'll actually post it in the group where you see this video. This video is posted inside of the Royalty 30-Day VIP Credit Restoration Challenge. Not a lot in here because it's just day 2, of course, and we'll have it all set up. But in this group is where you'll post your questions. So as you can see, you see the title, you see the cover photo, and you see yesterday's video, which is day 1 of 30, where we just went over, everything that you get access to and told you to go over module 1 and all of that good stuff. So that's the only thing in there, and we want you to be sure to turn on your notifications for the group so you don't miss anything. We got some jam-packed things heading your way. But any questions you have, post it in this group, because it may help someone else.
Yeah, put your questions under the videos, you guys. So if you're doing day 1, if you have a question about day 1, put it under the day 1 video. Same thing with day 2, day 3, all the way through day 30, so that we can keep it organized. So put your questions based on that day.
Yep. So now you have it. Day module 2, you can dive into that, or you can keep moving if you want to, take it quicker. But understand the Royalty 30-Day VIP group is where you communicate about your credit journey. The 5-day challenge was for those who wanted to at least get some bite-sized information, but then you made the decision to transition into the VIP section, and that's what it's all about. Now, we'll throw this out here. We do have an up-and-coming challenge, 5-day credit repair challenge, this coming Monday, July 15th, based on today's date. Not sure when you're hearing this video, but this coming Monday is July 15th. If you know others who may want to go through that 5-day credit challenge the same way you did, then invite them to the group. Go inside of the group, hit invite, and make sure that you have their permission. We have a status that you can post to see who may be interested in it. We just want to educate as many people as possible and create a ton of people who have great credit and knowledge about how the credit game works. So reach out if you want us to give you that status so you can post it, and you can invite people to this challenge because it's only going to get bigger and bigger every time that we do it.
Yes, most definitely. You guys dive into Module 2. Make sure you click on those downloads, watch the videos, pull that report, and we will be back with day number 3. That's all we got for today.
Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Signing out.